What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Tons and tons of websites are reporting on this. They did so yesterday. Obviously, I didn't want to do a video on Christmas and hopefully had a happy holiday. That being said, I want to address this morning as I'm seeing all these reports saying that the Liberty, WNBA team Liberty, are pursuing Becky Hammon about head coaching job, and she's open to it. Spurs fans, what do you think? You think Becky's going to stay here, maybe become the head coach when Pop retires, or is she finally going to head off somewhere else? She's tired of being Robin. She wants to be Batman and coach her own team, or I guess Batwoman, if you will. Anyway, drop a comment down below, hit that thumbs up if you like to support the channel, and subscribe for more Spurs content. Let's get into the meat and balls, the meatballs of the article. Anyway, Becky Hammon, the Spurs assistant who's been mentioned as an NBA head coach, is now being pursued by Joe and Clara Wu Tsai for the Liberty head coaching job, and she's interested. According to a number of reports in social media Saturday, Hammon, a star for the Liberty in her WNBA days, is also being pursued by the Las Vegas Aces, according to those same reports. The Liberty head coaching job became open earlier this month when New York dumped, "You're fired," Walt Hopkins after 2 seasons with a record of 14-40. Wow, that's not very good. He did get the Liberty to the WNBA playoffs this season. All right, well, good for you. I always mess up his name. Shams and Chantel Jennings of The Athletic reported a mutual interest yesterday. The New York Liberty and Las Vegas Aces are seriously pursuing San Antonio Spurs assistant and WNBA legend Becky Hammon to be the respective franchise's new head coach. And Hammon has mutual interest in making a potential jump, sources tell The Athletic. If Hammon chooses to accept the Liberty or Aces job, it's expected to take place in the lead up to the WNBA's January free agency, sources tell The Athletic, which free agency begins on January 15th. So that'd be interesting. If Becky does decide to leave, it would be in the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And mid-season, during the Spurs, our San Antonio Spurs are finally starting to turn things around a little bit. Anyway, moving ahead a little bit more, Hammond discussed her interest 10 days ago in an interview with LaChina Robinson of ESPN. In that interview, the 44-year-old Hammond made it clear she did not see leaving the NBA assistant job for a WNBA head coaching post as a step back. Wow, English, do you speak it? Here's what Becky had to say. "My doors are open. I never close the door on coming back to the women either," Hammond told Robinson. "To me, how could I? That's my heart. That's my roots." Roots! Bloody roots! Either you get it or no. I had to do it. Anyway, I never closed the door on any opportunity. If I went back to the WNBA, don't blink. I don't look at it as a step back. No, it's not. It's a change of direction. It's a pivot, but it's basketball. It's the same stuff she said. And she goes on to talk about how she feels like it might be a big risk for any NBA team to have her as head coach because she's female. Personally, I don't care whether you're male or female. If you're a good coach, do the job. You had one job to do and you blew it. Oh my gosh, what's me in the quotes today? Anyway, I thought this interesting, the article here, right around the middle of your screen. While she has been endorsed by head coach Greg Popovich, it's believed that another assistant, Tim Duncan, is likely to replace Pop when he retires. This article is from this year, by the way. December 26th. Tim Duncan, head coach of the Spurs, huh? Yep, seems like he really wants that. Anyway, here's my 2 cents on Becky Spurs fans. If Pop in the front office have talked to Becky and said, "You're in line for the job when Pop retires next season, maybe in 2 years," I can't imagine she would not want to be a head coach of an NBA team, not to mention the first female head coach in NBA history, breaking doors down, if you will. It would be a huge accomplishment for her and for female coaches. But if the San Antonio Spurs have not given any type of sign that she's in line for this job, and she's just tired of being Robin, wants to be Batman, Batwoman, and sees a head coaching opportunity in the league she played for and in the team she played for, I could see her saying, "You know what? San Antonio Spurs, thank you for a wonderful 7+ years, but it's time for me to grab the reins and be El Capitan, and I want to be a head coach in the WNBA." So I don't know what's going to happen with Becky. I'm so used to seeing her on the sideline. It'd be really weird not having her there, but she's got to do what's best for her, and she decides to leave San Antonio, then I certainly would wish her the best, and hope she takes whatever team she goes to in the WNBA to the promised land. And of course, once a Spur, always a Spur. Of course, she was a San Antonio star, so once a San Antonio, always a San Antonio. I don't know. But Becky, we'll find out, I guess, in 2.5 weeks, because I got to think if this move is going to happen, it's going to happen before that January 15th deadline they mentioned for the WNBA next year. So Best of luck to you, and if she stays here and becomes our next head coach, hey, that's great too. Anyway, I'll be live for the Pistons and Spurs tonight. The Spurs play 5 times this week. 5 times! 5 times! 5 times! 5 times! 5 times! Why 5 times? With 2 back-to-backs and on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day? Come on! Give us a break. I'll be live for 4 of the games. Definitely be live for the Pistons tonight. The Pistons are missing like half their darn roster because of health and safety. And wow, like the lighting just changed drastically in here. So that should be interesting if you're still watching this point. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, and as always, Go Spurs Go!